Hi friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So of course, again, Facebook got me in trouble, so I'm making a meal. But it's only just the two of us. We usually don't rewarm soups unless it's like chili or maybe like broccoli and cheese soup or something. So what I'm making is a one-pot macaroni cheeseburger soup. And this is what they're saying to add. So I am going to bring you down here and we'll get this started and we'll get dinner rolling. So let me raise that up a little so you can physically see inside the pan. So anyways, let me turn on my stove. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to toss in some of my frozen onions because I don't want to peeling onions tonight. And, you know, we both like onions. Now, this is hamburger I pre-freeze from the Instapot. So all I have to do is pretty much warm it back up with like the onions or peppers or whatever I'm cooking it with. And it just takes so much time off my day. And it just makes it just a lot easier. So with this, like I said, I'm going to half the amount because, like I said, it's just the two of us. And what it's calling for is a pound of ground beef, a small onion, garlic minced, but I'm just going to go ahead and use my refrigerator garlic, salt, pepper, paprika, Worcestershire sauce. It says 4 cups of beef broth. I'm going to only be using the 2 because it's just the two of us. It says 3 cups of milk, so it's going to be 1.5 cups of milk. 2 cups of elbow macaroni, so I'll be using 1. And then 2 cups of shredded cheese. So I'll be using 1 cup of cheese too. So I'm going to go ahead and let this onions brown up a little bit. And I will be right back. All right, so what I'm going to do is the onions are almost done. I'm going to go ahead and let them just cook for just a couple minutes more. And you know I'm not much on measuring stuff. You just go with what you feel. And I think that has always worked out for me pretty good. And there went the garlic, so that can start to get cooked a little bit. It won't be cooked too long. Throw in a little bit of paprika. Now we like paprika, so that's okay. And throw in the salt and pepper. And then I'm not going to measure the W sauce either, or however you say that. Worcestershire, whatever you want to call it. Because that's whatever it is that makes you happy, I guess, right? That's what it just boils down to. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to go ahead and throw in my 2 cups of beef broth. And not for sure why I was measuring some rice. I'm not having rice tonight. And then my 1.5 cups of milk there. Now what's going to be happening is I'm going to go ahead and turn this down some. Because what you're going to be doing is, you know, making this kind of like a hamburger helper thing. And because my container over there is full of rice, I'm just going to eyeball what would be about a cup of elbow macaronis. Like I said, your rules, your kitchens, you do you. Now what you're going to want to do is, like I said, I put the heat down a little bit, stir that up. I'm going to throw the lid back on here, and we're going to go ahead and just let that cook up. When we get back, we'll add the cheese and everything, and we'll get dinner going. Okay, so the pasta is almost all the way done, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in some cheese. Mark says this smells really good. My nose has kind of been sniffly today, so I can't smell it. But I did just take a taste to make sure the noodles were done, and that tasted really, really good. So it's kind of like almost like a hamburger helper type thing. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. I'm going to put the lid back on for a few minutes, and then I will come right back. All right, so this is done. So because it's kind of like soupy, I'm going to go ahead and just use a bowl. I'm going to have to let mine cool down for a second. But that's what that's looking like. I think this is something probably going forth. This is just one of those super easy meals that, you know, last minute you don't really feel like cooking, but you want something kind of like a little bit hearty. So this is what it's looking like. I'll bring you over to the island and I'll do a taste test. All right, so I blew on this a little bit here so we can not burn my mouth here. Hold on here. Still almost burned my mouth. That tastes really good. Mark says it kind of tastes a little bit like stroganoff in a way, but I can see that because of the milk with the broth. But this is very simple. There's enough left over for either seconds or someone to have lunch with this. So I think that's going to be really good with just 1 cup with a recipe cut in half. So let me know if you've ever tried this down before. If you have, what did you think? And thank you very much for stopping by. Y'all have a very blessed and wonderful day.